Is it now? I was just thinking, because a lot of times, the men, even if they're not saved, and they know you saved, they throw scripture at you about what you supposed to submit to me, you supposed to do what I say do, and all of this. But then if she is saved, yeah, she submit to a certain extent, because you still, if you are saved, you still got to follow God's order and what God says do.
It's something I'm looking for. We're in verse 14. I'm sorry. We're in verse 14. I'm looking for, what is the position of the wife with the husband? You're bringing it out, but I'm looking for a word. What's the position in marriage of a wife with a husband? Helpmeet is the word. So, he's in authority, right? So if she's saved, she still has to do certain things for him, even though he's not saved. Now, some people, I'm saved, I'm not cooking for that Negro, I'm not doing it. No. You still, as a wife, have a responsibility to that unbelieving husband. I don't care if he come in the house drunk. I don't care if he, loudmouth. As a believing wife, because you're the wife, you have a responsibility. Now, it's different if the husband say and the wife isn't. Why?
Because he's submitted to God.
Huh?
Is it because he's already submitted to God?
He's submitted to God, but what's within that relationship, what's the difference? If he's saved and she's not. It's different. You're looking at it from a watch how I use the word. From a servant to a master. That's what it was back then. From a servant to a master versus a master to a servant. Understand what I'm saying? That's the way it was. Your wife served you. We know with the film movement of the 50s and 60s. Too much happened now. But the wife served her husband. So if she was saved, she couldn't do away with those duties just because he was not saved. She could not stop doing that. But if he got saved and she wasn't, now the performance of her duties was still the same. Still, even though she was unsaved. But now because he was saved, he had a greater influence to get her saved than vice versa. Because of the fact he's the head of the house. He has a greater opportunity to bring her to Christ because of that relationship, the dynamics of that relationship. Yes.
Making sure there's still the same parameter of if she's still, willing to will and peacefully. That's the only way this will work.
Only way. That's why I hadn't even got there yet. Verse 15. Yeah. You got a little head of it. I hadn't got to, I just said if the unbelieving husband sanctifies the wife. And then it talks about the believing wife is sanctified by, that's why I just got, why did he put the wife first, sanctifying the unbelieving husband, and then put the believing husband sanctifying the unbelieving wife? Because of that status.
And that brings up the question that I've been pondering. So, since that's the case, this is why when woman ate of the fruit, nothing happened? Because Adam still would have had an opportunity.
Still had a chance. Absolutely. He could have redeemed her. When she ate, eyes weren't open. When he ate, even though she had the commandment, she wasn't the first. She wasn't created. She was just made. different. She was made from him. He was created. There was no such thing that existed as a human being till Adam was made. So he was first human being. She came out of him. A human being out of a human being. She was made from him. He was made from the dust of the earth. He was created. Totally different. And the authority lied in him. Because he was given dominion over everything. She wasn't. She was to help me. But he was given dominion over everything. Over the fowls of the air, the fish of the sea, everything that walked, creepeth along the earth. He was given total dominion over it. Even to name all of them. She wasn't there when he was naming the animals. She wasn't even there. He was naming all animals. He had complete authority over every beast. She now came along for a ride. And whatever he did, she had supplemental authority. Because as long as she walked with him, she walked in his authority. But when she walked by herself, that's when the enemy took advantage and tempted her. Because she walking by herself. He wasn't that far away, obvious, but he was far enough away that he didn't cover her. Because if he had covered her, there'd have been no way.
That's what I was going to say. This is why it's imperative in marriage that the husband cannot leave the wife. It's different as far as physical location and you're stationed.
Sure.
But spiritually, he cannot.
That's
leave
right.
Because you're putting her, she's a weaker vessel. You put her at risk when you leave her. So many guys, men, especially pastors, ministers, leave their wives spiritually.
I tell you, boy, this will open up your eyes. It will make you think. Wife to an unbelieving husband. Still responsible to serve, still responsible to honor, still responsible to love. She is beside him in that covenant. They were both unsaved. They got married. They established a covenant. He didn't get saved. She did get saved. She's still responsible in all aspects. She just can't walk away. You have something you want to say?
I'm not trying to get too far ahead, because when you said that, I'm thinking about, is this why sometimes the kids are just so bad? Is it because if he doesn't, if he's staying with his to cover her, and he leaves the kids basically to her, is this the reason why?
You keep getting ahead of me. I'm not there yet. Let me get there. We're going there because it is very important. She can spiritually sanctify him by living a life. But she can't covenant cover him. Understand what I'm saying? She can't covenant cover him. She can spiritually live a life and sanctify him. But she can't covenant cover him. She had the right to do so.